the inability to process our sensory environment is the nth degree of those that are challenged on the autism spectrum. Chiropractic should be perking up right about now. It is sensory information from our microbiome, from our viscera, our liver, our kidneys, our ovaries, our heart is a big one. And that's associated a lot with vagal tone. They like a lot of heavy input. They're jumping on couches and chairs, and they're kicking the kids' seat in front of them, and they're pushing a lot, and they can sometimes be labeled as a bully. You need to understand about sensory processing dysregulation. I don't really like to use the word disorder, but that's the term that's used. By the way, sensory processing disorder is in difficulty adapting to the sensory input from our environment, whether it be external or internal. A sensory sensitive individual is one that can be highly emotionally sensitive to their environment. And the analogy that's often used is the 3-flower analogy. So you have an orchid. If you literally move them across the room and they don't have the same exact environment and light and etc., they can die. Okay, so orchids are incredibly beautiful, but very sensitive to their environment. Versus the dandelion. So think of the kiddo in school, in the classroom, that is maybe they're not having dysregulation in processing actual sensory input. They're a highly sensitive person. That's what they're called, HSPs, highly sensitive persons. One of the best things you can do is acknowledge the feelings of that person, of that child, that they're not oversensitive, they're not overreacting. That is innately who they are. We know that from a number of years of research, especially with Dr. Heidi Hovick and her team out of New Zealand, that specific chiropractic adjustments on a truly subluxated segment, not just a random manipulation anywhere, has the ability to alter the way the brain processes incoming information. The world needs us more than ever these days. So make sure you take time out to feed, water, fertilize yourself, and understand that you're not oversensitive